Hi, very good morning, Mananda. Let us coming to 10th biology. Regarding 10th biology, now we are discussing about the 6th chapter, reproduction, the generating system. So apart from that reproduction, in the previous videos already we discussed about that the human reproductive system. In this regard, the male reproductive system and female reproductive system we are completed. So, as a part of female reproductive system, as we discussed in that previous video, the female reproductive system contained or consists of a pair of ovaries which are present in the abdominal cavity of the female body. Next, a pair of fallopian ducts or oviducts which takes place the fusion of the male and female gametes. As a result of this fusion of male and female gamete forms the zygote. So once the zygote is formed, it runs towards to the uterus and it can be attached. And for there onwards, it can be start the progressive development. So third month of pregnancy that we call as a fetus. Is clear, children? Next. So when we are coming to the female reproductive system, as we discussed that a pair of ovaries, a pair of fallopian tubes or oviducts, next uterus and vagina. Actually the four parts which are related to female reproductive system. But after formation of zygote, how the uterus can modify into a beautiful cushion-like structure which can accommodate or facilitate to the baby, which leads to childbirth. So for the progressing of the baby, the four layers, the four membranous layers which can support, which can protect, which can use the nourishment of the baby is called as a membranous layers. So certain cells of the embryo develop into membranous structures that help to nourishment, protect and support the developing of the embryo. Those are called as they are chorion, amnion, allantois and yolk cell. Is clear, children? The four membranous layers parallel to the female reproductive system which is present in the uterus, they have to give the nourishment as well as protection and supporting to the developing embryo. So the first one is, yes, we have to take the first one is chorion. So during the development of the embryo, the tiny finger-like projections from the surface of the membrane called chorion into the soft tissues of the uterus. So when the baby is growing into the uterus forms a finger-like projections that we call as a chorion. Is clear, children? So the tissues of chorion and adjacent part of the uterine tissue makes the placenta. Is clear? So the adjacent part of the uterus and these chorion tissues both combined, they have to form to the placental connection. So placenta is a tissue formed by the cells of the embryo as well as the mother. It is a very important structure. So around placenta is formed at around the 12 weeks of pregnancy that we call as a fetus. So it is very important structure for nourishment of the baby. Is clear, children? The protective membranous layers, the first one is chorion. Chorion is formed by the tiny finger-like projections from the surface of the outer membrane is called as chorion into the soft tissues of the uterus. So these chorion forms the placenta, which is a very important blood vessel connected to the mother and the baby, which is very important for the nourishment of the baby. Next, the another important layer, amnion, grows around the embryo itself. Amnion is another important membranous layer. So this amnion grows around the embryo itself. So the cavity within the amnion is filled with a fluid that we call as a amniotic fluid. In Telugu it is called as a umma neeru, umma dravamu. So that we call as a umma neeru or umma dravamu. It is a very important fluid which can protect from the small mechanical injuries. So if suppose the pregnant mother is having to hit but the baby can be protected by a waterish a fluid which is present around the baby that we call as a amniotic fluid. Is clear, children? Next, another important layer that we call as another membrane called allantois. So along with the chorion and placenta and a long tubular structure, along with the chorion, allantois, placenta, a long tubular like umbrella like structure is formed. It contains very important blood vessels that connects the embryo with the placenta. That we are very important structure that we call as a allantois. So allantois is a kind of membrane that connects the blood vessel through this placenta and embryo. Next, yolk sac. Of course, there is no specific functional role of placental mammals. Just it encloses a fluid-filled cavity. Next, we lead to the childbirth. How the childbirth is takes place. So, as a pregnancy period, just we have take in human beings these 270 to 280 days, means 9 months completion. Obviously, it leads to childbirth. So, let us coming to the childbirth. See, as a pregnancy progresses monthly, the fetus as well as the uterus grows in a diameter. So monthly it can be progressive. First month to 9th month as well as fetus means 3rd month pregnancy onwards, the baby can be progressive as well as the uterus diameter is increasing. So usually at about the 9th month, the head of the fetus is turned down towards the opening of the uterus. Up to 8th month, as we see in the textbook page number 125, see the progressive of monthly the baby. So when we have to go to the up to 8th month, the head is in upward direction, but in 9th month the head is coming to down and it leads to the uterus. So towards the opening of the uterus. Next, childbirth begins with a muscle pains of contraction and relaxation of the muscle pains. That pains we are also called as labor pains. Labor pains. So it is a beautiful rhythmic movement of the contraction and relaxation of this abdominal cavity. Next, this umbilical cord leading the baby to the placenta. Once the childbirth is takes place, we have to cut off the placental and we have to go through that is a stem cell preservation. It is very important for that in future purpose of the baby for immune system. Next, after childbirth is takes place, a yellow color fluid colostrum is accumulates from the mammary glands. Once the childbirth is takes place, the mammary glands of the mother, they have to start that yellowish fluid that we call as a colostrum, which is very important feeding for that baby, especially for that immune system. See children, so this is the information about female reproductive system as a part of the membranous which supports the baby developing, protecting and supporting. Next, we need to move to the childbirth. Thank you children. Thank you for watching this video.